It's before the bell. Podcast, slamming all comers. Bloodlines, hot thighs, yeah, no runners. Boys, Martin, J, and CT. Laid out for the count. 1, 2, 3. Before the bell podcast. Before the bell podcast.
Hello out there and welcome to another edition of the Before the Bell podcast. Right now you're talking to Martin and Maro, aka Little Marty Maserati, you know what I mean? And I'm representing FBI, the full-blooded Italians this week because again, it is Extreme Month here at Before the Bell. Now, I got to represent myself, but let me tell you a little bit about these guys here, right? These couple Mulianos. To my right here, we got none other than the Urban Gladiator. He used to wrestle his trauma. Now he's wrestling his trauma. Give it up for none other than Mr. Jay Washington. Jay, talk to the people.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be.
He appreciates that. Hey, we respect that over here. And to my other right over here, we got none other than the main event man himself, the master of the pausplex. If you're not watching your mouth, you better watch your backside because he'll hit you from the front. None other than main event CT.
Hey, yo. He'll hit you from the front? That's what you said?
Yeah, you know, the master.
Pausplex.
The master of the pausplex.
This is brilliant. I didn't even know you were going to reach into the NXT bucket.
Yeah, what is this guy talking about? NXT, FBI. Yeah,
I don't know where he got it. You think
you know?
of Tony D'Angelo?
You think of Tony? That's extended family.
Oh.
Yeah. I did a DNA test, found out I'm full-blooded Italian. You know?
Is this FBI early 2000s SmackDown after the...
CT.
After the...
I mean, technically, yeah, after the draft.
I mean, technically,
but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like,
It's been around for a while. You know?
I'm not tripping. I
I
really do.
was like, oh,
95,
you're
JP
not gonna
Smith,
get the
that's my
ECW version? Like,
No. Never was a... I was an ECW fan when they were in WWE.
That's not even. Let's not ever count that. Don't you say that?
Hey,
out
Paul
loud.
Heyman was there. That's ECW to me. Wherever Paul is, that's where ECW
That's
is.
like home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
Wherever Paul Heyman is.
So like
he's-
Bloodline is ECW.
W is what you're
Absolutely.
saying. Okay, all right. I'm gonna need you to reevaluate a lot of your decisions.
ECW.
You're the only person just yelling that out in a crowd full of people.
That's a fact.
Just the only person. Everybody looking like, why is he yelling?
ECW.
It's like, does he know where he at? Like,
Now, you know.
I think he doesn't.
So it's with these Mulianos. That's what they're doing.
Quit calling us Mulia!
That's the second one. That's the second one. Shout out to, first of all, let's give some credit where credit is due. Shout out to you for editing the opening video and creating a theme song for Before the Bell, brother. You did an amazing job.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
man. You deserve it.
You appreciate
You
that.
deserve that. In the meantime, somebody from WWE is watching Before the Bell, bro. Because everything that we're saying should happen
It's actually
is
happening. By the way, I want to tell y'all, speaking of which, I, this past Friday, met Jeremy Borash. You know, Jeremy used to be in WCW back in the day, former TNA backstage, now as a producer for NXT. And we were talking, and I gave him, he was like, yo, I was telling him about the pod. He was like, oh, which episodes I listened to? So I gave him one of our early, like, I'm trying to remember which was one of the ones we was just crying, laughing damn near the whole episode. He was like, I'll check it out. So we don't know what's happening. If they are following along with us with these storylines.
I know they are, because everything we predicting, like, what's a good example? We were like, yo, I said this last week. I was like, yo, Braun should go against Judgment
And
Day.
he is literally going up against the whole Judgment Day.
Yeah.
The next night, bro.
The next night. I mean, I
Or
think...
Carlito, huh?
But it's still like y'all, we were saying last week. Carlito is playing his part, and it's perfect.
It is
in there.
perfect.
It's perfect in this because it's like, where do Carlito fit in?
Yeah.
Carlito want to no. Carlito not part of Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool, and it works. And then you're still getting that tension with Damian Priest.
Exactly.
I want to do this. El Campeon. I want to do this myself. And you got Finn Balor like, I'm gonna kill everybody, right? That's what.
But Finn is going to be the de facto leader. And that's
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I was like, ooh, this is building perfectly for that because you're bringing in more members. Also, am I the one who noticed Dom ain't injured no more, bro?
Yeah, it was supposed to be out for 9 months. I was like, he's swinging that chair kind of hard.
He's swinging the chair and the arm brace was gone.
The
by
whole
time he
sling
went.
was
I
gone,
like,
bro. Yeah.
Nobody mentioned it.
Hey man, look.
Maybe he's healed up. You know?
Look, think about it. We don't even talk about. There's no time limit on Rhea Ripley. Remember that.
That's a good point.
There's never Rhea's out for just. She's out. We didn't. They never said time.
She's an extended period of time, though.
But I'm just saying they never said extended period can be anything from a month to 6 months or whatever.
But even here's the thing, and I agree with you. Yes, and I feel like if it was just going to be this short of amount of time, she could have kept the title because she's only been gone for a month.
But possibly, but I agree with you on that one. If I may piggyback before you jump in, there's always the possibility of rehab going better than expected and quicker than expected. So you have a CM Punk who he's going to be, we know he's involved in Clash at the Castle.
Okay.
We know he's going to do that, which is going to set up more than likely SummerSlam for
him and Drew.
So you're having all these different things happening. And I think like the rehab to get better, you just don't know. You're like, all right, maybe I'll take it slow. But then the person who's feeling better, like I can push myself a little more. So maybe it's going along faster. And they didn't expect that.
Will they boo CM Punk though in Scotland?
Oh,
that's a question. Will they boo him for screwing Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, but my question is, will Tyson Fury come out and sing with Drew McIntyre after he loses
God.
Because also, do you keep having...
That was bad, bro.
Here's another question. Why do you keep having Drew lose at home like that? Drew is like, he's an unfortunate byproduct of where he is. Because like last time it was Roman Reigns and everybody was like, he's going to be the dude. This is Scotland. He's going to be the guy. It was like, yo, the Usos aren't allowed. We know the real reason, but they weren't allowed to go to Scotland. And it was like, oh, damn, there's a Solo Sikoa. And then you
said that like Solo Sikoa is a Pokemon.
There's a Solo Sikoa.
There goes a Solo Sikoa in the woods.
I mean, technically, that Solo is completely. That's a wild. That was a wild one. This one is a wilder or evolved tame one, whichever way you want to call this Solo.
This Solo, yeah, Suits. Oh,
Suit Solo.
Suits Solo got to be a character in 25, bro. Suits. Speaking of which. He was kind of fresh on Friday. I'm not gonna lie, bro. He looked like they
tailored the suit.
He looked like it didn't look sloppy.
No,
it wasn't Steve
because he wore black instead of a red jacket.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
he wasn't around here looking like a valet.
That's a fact.
So
that's a fact, bro.
Also, real quick, since we brought that up, we all know where Paul Heyman fits in with all this, but is he at some point going over the top? With his reactions and
with the fear of stuff, I feel like it a little bit.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we know you're scared.
I'm going to disagree because this is a man who has been tailored. He's got to be, a millionaire? He's, in his 60s or something like that? Why wouldn't he be scared of dudes? He's like, these men have been to prison. I am terrified. Like, he's scared for his life in these situations because these dudes are running. Like, if Tama Tonga was if he was this close to you, and just, if he was doing that,
do it again.
If he was doing that, you wouldn't be a little bit like, hey.
I mean, I think I get that part. Yeah, you would be nervous, but I think his real, like, for me, maybe either one of y'all might disagree on this, and I know you're going to, because it's already your point. His full, like, fear level should come when he's talking to a Nick Aldis, when he's talking to if he runs into a Kevin Owens backstage. Like, that's when you see this just paralyzed fear. Like, you show you're afraid, but not that level. Like, we know, Paul, you're terrified. You're like, yo, okay, so the tribal chief going forward is so...
You know what you're saying? What you're saying, and I agree with, is it needs more than one channel. He's just giving us the one channel where it's like, you got to give us levels like Paul can.
Yes, absolutely.
But he's not giving us that. Now I'm getting tired of seeing every segment. Like, I want to see another gear.
Right.
Wait, what's he doing?
What was that sound?
It's Suit Solo. He's coming. Please get Tomaloa and Tomatonga, the right-hand man. It's like, come on, man. Also, to the chat, thank you guys so much for your comments. If you drop a substantial super chat, we stopping the show. I don't care who's in the middle of making a point. A substantial super chat, which is anything over $10. We stopping and we thanking you personally. We thanking everybody for everything because we're grateful. But I'm just telling you, we got something special for you. And we're going to put you over. Outside of that.
So real quick, the crowd is saying they think Drew actually is going to get it this time.
Drew ain't getting it.
Especially if the next match is Gunther versus the world champion.
Because it makes no sense.
Yeah. And Drew Punk is SummerSlam.
That's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Punk with the title is a WrestleMania thing as of right now. You don't want... Are we really thinking about... Y'all, for everybody in the chat watching and listening, you really want to put this title on Drew just to have him drop it in 2 months?
Wait, unless Drew beats Gunther.
Ain't no...
You don't think Drew can beat Gunther?
Ain't no...
Did you hook him up with your dealer or something?
Hey, brother, I told him, he asked me to call Martin. I was like,
Man, what's going on with you?
Why do you think?
What?
Why could Drew McIntyre not beat Gunther?
You think that McIntyre? First of all, he can't. Let me just give you a spoiler. That's
you went to the
spoiler.
end first.
Let me get to the end before I get to the beginning. He's tried several times to beat Gunther. He
Right.
couldn't beat him with the IC title. You think he's going to beat him for the World Heavyweight Championship?
He might pull out all the stops, man.
We've seen his stops.
Yeah, but now did you see all of them?
Clearly.
Did you see all of them?
Did he put them out? Did he pull out all of the stops?
His stops are all distracted when CM Punk is around.
All right, so then he's got to destroy CM Punk, or triple threat, or
What's the triple threat? Because
Punk-
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, Punk, Gunther, and Drew. That
Yeah, I
takes
don't wanna
away
see
from
no,
that.
hear me out. Four-way: Damian Priest, Punk, Gunther, Drew, SummerSlam.
Nah.
Unless Punk is not 100% and you still want him to work and you want to protect him and cover the match.
See, I don't think they do that in this day and age.
Protect?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think they'd let a not 100% Punk go out there. They were taking people out who are like, yeah, my wrist hurts. They're like, do not wrestle.
Yeah.
We have protocol. We don't want to get sued again. We have so much going on right now.
With Punk especially, I don't think they will let him come back because he had a successful lawsuit.
Yeah.
Is that dude still there, Dr. Andrews?
Oh, no, that dude's gone.
Oh,
He's gone. Like an NSYNC song. He's out of here.
that was a deep cut.
That was a
Yeah.
real deep one. Thank you.
That was a deep
I
cut.
appreciate that.
Written by Babyface.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Babyface wrote Gone?
Babyface wrote gone.
Say that again?
Yeah.
Babyface wrote gone.
Okay.
Real quick before we even get to SmackDown, because Monday Night Raw was midday Night Raw. It was very mid, and I'm getting tired of the midness of it.
Hey, your queen stank walk?
Oh man, she keeping that stank walk, boy. It's like as soon as you think she gonna walk regular, she'll be like, "Oh no, I still got an itch to scratch." However, However, the news that was dropped in the chat yesterday was Ricochet. It's a rumor that Ricochet will not be renewing his contract.
Okay.
This summer, yeah.
And my first thought is don't take Samantha Irvin.
That's
with you.
everybody's thought. I think that's everybody's thought.
AEW has what's his face? What's the guy?
Justin Roberts.
Justin Roberts. Keep
Justin
be
over
happy
there.
with Justin
Yo,
Roberts.
that
Let
is
us
so-
keep Samantha.
That is so hilarious. That's been the entire internet's reaction.
Yeah.
It ain't that damn they gonna miss Ricochet. Not yo, he can stay. Hey bro, is Samantha staying?
You know what it is? It's literally like this. You're like, man, you got to get out of here, bro. I hear that, man. You got to do what's best for you. But where's Samantha gonna be when y'all do this?
It's like when your homeboy has a really fine girlfriend who's like cool. She cooks for everybody, and you're like, "Oh, y'all broke up, or what did?" So where are we doing game night now? If y'all broke,
Is it cool if we still hang with her?
I mean, 'cause
though?
she was texting, and I just want to make sure she okay.
I don't want to be rude, you know.
Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm
like,
saying?
I'm asking
you my
you.
boy. You know,
I'm asking you
You
first.
did the flip, so I just want to make sure. I mean, it's great. You can.
Yahoo.
I read this,
Recoil.
bro. This is an Instagram comment to that news about Ricochet going to All Elite Wrestling. From This Is Chubsy says Rick
O'Shea.
is All Elite.
You know, they make him Irish.
Yeah, Rick O'Shea.
I think he goes TNA.
Really?
No.
I don't. So here's why. I think, we talk about this a lot where, first of all, the news that he's not going to resign is shocking.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's,
Hold tight. Hold tight.
yeah. Oh, this is the one we stopped. Wait a minute.
Wow.
First of all, I just want y'all, before we know what's about to happen,
Yeah.
make sure, I want y'all to rewind the tape. And the tape said it was a substantial
Substantial
amount
amount, yeah.
to stop the show.
Yeah.
So we got a super chat, which we thank you for. I want to acknowledge that before he goes on. But the super chat for those listening, $2. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
So, do you know what I was about to do?
What was you about to do?
I was about to say, Roy says, damn, CT, them things sitting nice this evening. I'm playing. Hope y'all doing good today. This is why I am the master of the Paulsplex, because of comments like this. Hey, man, leave that to these brothers, all right? I ain't with that prides. Now, what I am with is shouting out Rented Gallows for giving the super chat. Round of applause for him. Thank you so much.
Rented Gallows, who said, "Damn, CT is looking good today. Thank you so much, brother, for doing that." For our brother CT.
Wasn't gonna read the comment.
We're,
It's our first super chat of the episode. You got to show love to the first
Yes,
super
you
chat
do.
and
Yeah.
the substantials.
That's what I
But
did. That's what I did.
Yeah.
you never know what I'm thinking. Just remember that.
Okay.
Now, as we move on to
The
SmackDown,
Roddy Piper of the podcast.
Man.
when I've changed the rules, I don't know. I don't remember what he said, but he said something.
that's a great reach, though. I rock
Yeah,
with
you
it.
remember what?
But yeah, TNA. So like I was saying,
Yeah, you think Ricochet's gonna go to TNA after Will Ospreay said, "I want Ricochet in AEW so we can do stuff we were doing 10 years ago or whatever."
but my thing is,
We taking the bullets out of this gun immediately.
Excuse me.
What else you got? Oh,
No, a second. Let me reload this clip. But what else after that? What else after your a couple matches with Will Ospreay?
So here's the thing: you built the Will Ospreay. So you first off, you have to remember AEW is not the same type of wrestling show as WWE.
Of course.
WWE is
we know that.
yes.
Hey, let's put the champion in the first match of the night.
So WWE is a show with wrestling.
Right.
AEW is a wrestling show.
Yes.
So that's why it's just like 20-minute matches. It don't, no shade to like characters don't matter. Get any of that, and they have that, but it's like that won't be like that's why a Toni Storm is over because she is a gimmick. That's why a MJF is over because he can talk and he doesn't wrestle as much, and they gave him $15 million or whatever allegedly. But with the Ricochet, who we, I know now someone pointed out his last liked comment on his Twitter was someone like, "Man, I bet if they just let Ricochet talk, then he could get over as a talker in WWE." We've seen him talk. There's no offense to him, but you have to also remember that with wrestling in general, there was someone who said this also that hit deep. They said you have to remember not every wrestler is gonna go to WWE. Not every superstar, not every wrestler is gonna go to WWE. Not every person who's in WWE is gonna be a champion. Not every champion is gonna be a superstar. I was like, that is real. Like
Not every champion's gonna be a superstar.
think about it when Jack Swagger was World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, please. I'm having a good day. Please.
With
Please.
Zeb Coulter, with good old Zeb.
Now, here's the thing. That was his best run.
I mean,
when he
because
had
Dutch
Zeb.
Mantel is a legend. So
When he was on his own, it was like,
Yeah.
Jack Swagger has the personality.
Hopefully, how much is that going to hurt us? Because I know this whatever this Jack Swagger diss is, it's going to just come from the soul.
Is he a friend of the show?
No, not
No.
at all. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Jack Swagger has the
He a friend of MAGA.
personality and what did you say?
You're afraid of MAGA.
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. You don't get to have a gimmick called We the People and not be for those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was the all-American American. Of course, he could be like,
Oh, yeah, that's
I
the-
want to go with the.
Come on, man.
All American.
Yes.
Like, that is.
The N-word is hung up on a poster in his house.
he has like a Raptors full of slurs that once someone in the house hits 100, he like puts like
This is my favorite one.
Wait, like on Ted Lasso, where everybody hit the don't quit thing or the believe thing. Before you walk out the door, it says, "Don't forget to say nigga," and just slaps it every day. Like, don't forget to say it.
Yeah. This is a good day.
It's a good.
He got posters, he got action figures, all with the N-word attached to it.
Be making coffee. Oh man, good morning. Just sip it to himself.
how black do you want your coffee? And he goes,
Oh!
you know,
Hey,
you know
CT, remember
exactly,
this? Remember we were talking about this? The lob.
Oh, that lob is there.
you know exactly how I want my coffee. N-word black. Oh man.
He want the NAACP to protest every time he get a coffee. That's how black he want his coffee.
Oh, Joanne Reed to do a segment on MSNBC got black.
But TNA for Ricochet, and this to go back to your point. Yes. Herb Bridges Jr., thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, fellas, Herb Bridges, friend of the show. Jay, so when the hell are we gonna get some merch? Maybe a You On Your Way or a Look At You Now shirt. Here's the answer to your question. Have you been on the merch site to even see what we have? Give us that, Herb. Have you clicked the link? Have you went and seen what we have to offer? If not, go ahead and click that dial and support the show. In the meantime,
Tell them where the link is.
Yeah, just
The link-
for those listening.
it should be everywhere. It is on Instagram. It is on Facebook. It is on TikTok, and it is on the YouTube page. Support it. It's there for you. Ricochet has not been great on the mic. And however, what I like to see is a lot of wrestlers get the opportunity to do backstage segments because it's a little less pressure and you can still shine through with your personality. He's shown that even backstage, he cannot cut these promos, man.
Yeah.
And I don't care how many suits with chains over him he tries to wear. Looking like a promoter and a bookie at the same time.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna back the show, but also give me $20 to bet on the Braves. You know what I'm talking about? That he's not gonna get over that way.
So here's what I see him doing. We mentioned AEW. I think you could put him in there with like a top flight. Just let him just fly around. Him with top flight. Him with Phoenix. Him with Ospreay. That could be the big culmination. I see him being a TNT champion.
Yeah.
The TNT championship does seem to be AEW's like, hey, you came for WWE, here you go. Or hey, you got muscles, here you go. Like that's their WWE championship, right?
What is it though? Are you saying the TNT is so the AEW championship and the TNT championship? Are you saying this is WWE and this is the World Heavyweight Championship?
Or is it more their Intercontinental?
Right.
So because they also have the Continental title and
you're right. My bad. I forgot they got that damn belt too now.
And what's the international title?
The Pan American. What is it?
The international. I think it's the international.
thing,
Yeah. So they have two intercontinental titles, and they have the TNT title, which I think is like their, like Edge had it, Christian had it, Cody had it. Wardlow had it, and Wardlow looks like a WWE guy. Hobbs had it. He looks like a WWE guy.
Yeah.
You also have the FTW title. Yeah. So
everybody got a title in AEW. When we went to the show, they gave me one just for being in the audience. I was like, man, this is a great show. They said, yeah, you audience of the month. I was like, oh man, this is crazy.
Not even the week, the month.
My title was red and yellow. I was like, this is crazy, bro. Good titles, man.
Yeah.
They had one for the hot dog vendor. I was like, man, everybody's just defending their titles.
Yeah. He was slanging them dogs.
He
bro.
was, hey,
okay. Pause on me. That was a pause.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
But I also thought, I was like, man, is he going to give me bada boom, bada bang?
Enzo?
Yeah, I was like, is this going to be Enzo? But this is staunch. This is incredible, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think Ricochet is hot enough to leave yet. He's not enough to leave yet. When you leave, you want to create a bidding war.
CT.
Yeah.
I hear
His
what
wife
you're
is
saying.
more over than he is.
I hear what you're saying, but you
Respectfully.
do understand, no matter who it is, once they go to AEW, the way that fan base blows it up like this is the greatest signing ever. So it doesn't matter if you're over or not right now in WWE. Martin, you just said everybody's not going to be over the level you want them to be over.
Yeah.
Swerve showed the world that WWE played themselves.
Fair. That's a fair assessment.
Ricochet, but also Swerve had a little bit of
heat.
He had good heat. He had great heat before he left. So it was like, oh, let's see what he's gonna do. But Ricochet, I feel like for him not to re-sign, and they're giving him a lot of TV time and a lot of opportunities right now, isn't the best move.
You're getting 15-minute matches on TV.
Yeah.
With you and Ilya Dragunov are going off.
And you about to feud with Braun Breaker.
You're about to feud with Breaker.
But let me ask you guys this. At the level Ricochet's at, who else could you put him with? But at the same time, who could also fill the Ricochet vortex?
That's the thing. Nobody can fill his void.
Yeah, he's his own entity. There is no. Well, you just plug and play here.
You gonna try Dragon Lee?
Because we seeing how that working out.
But Dragon Lee, they work similarly. Ricochet is, I think, it's like a little bit taller.
Yes.
Dragon Lee has a mask, so he can at least sell merch with the mask. I think you just have to. Here's what I would do with Dragon Lee, for example. Right, give him a match with Damian Priest for 20 minutes. Let him just cook.
Can you hold that thought for a second?
Yeah.
We got 2 super chats. We want to
read them.
First one, I don't know if you want to do it because you were.
Yeah, I mean, you started out. Read this
You're
thing.
right. Shouts out to James H13 Rivera. Look at you now. Look at you now. Appreciate it. And Briley, New Japan will work for him because he was so popular there and he doesn't need the promo.
I feel like it's Brilly. And also, shout out to Brilly because Brilly has been the one cutting our clips.
Oh, I didn't know it was Brilly. Okay.
Thank you so much. Man. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, bro.
The check's in the mail.
There's, like you said, there's no space for him to need to be. You can't fill nobody else with him. You just can't.
Yeah.
You just can't. But all in still, him being gone, it's like everybody has to understand you're a role player. Unfortunately, the role in which Ricochet wants to play is main event championship tier. You're not. Look what everybody else around you. You're not gonna be up there just yet.
Are you ready? This is a fix if he stays with WWE. Now, this requires some furniture moving. Also, Brilly, before the 25-minute mark, the first 25 minutes, we got some 2 candidates for some clips when you look through again. Anyway, I'll tell you this. I'm booking it right now.
Yeah.
Samantha Irvin got to come off of ring announcing, and she has to be his manager. Now, when she's his manager, he's immediately heel. But that's the way to get him to that main event status. She does the talking for him. Lady Macbeth style, like I pitched for Cody and Brandy Rhodes when he turns heel.
Okay. Now here's my question: what do you do with? Because look, she's a sweetheart.
There's another young lady,
Alicia
there's
Taylor.
another sister. Yeah.
Is it Taylor?
Alicia Taylor.
Yeah, Alicia Taylor. She's over on Smack. So do you have her do double duty?
No. I have her stand on SmackDown.
You bring Mike Rome back?
Either way, what I'm trying to say is
I get it.
Listen. The fact that we have a ring announcer that has gotten this over. Nobody's been this over since Lillian Garcia, and she wasn't even over. She was just the only person that we knew.
Yeah.
And
Howard Finkel.
Howard Finkel.
Yeah.
But the difference is Samantha Irvin has shown that she's multi-talented. She could do whatever you throw at her. And another Mark Henry pick. Shout out to Mark Henry becoming literally talent scout of the century, Loki.
Yeah.
Man.
For him to have discovered her, Bianca Belair,
Jade.
He also
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. There are so many more people. Dude, this guy is a national treasure.
The story of him lying about Daniel Bryan's size to get him in is
Hey man, he's 6'1",
like
like 220.
Yeah, he's 6'1",
he'll do the
220,
rest.
man. He got him in the door.
Yeah.
And look at him now. Look at you now.
In AEW.
But he was already WrestleMania 30 was Daniel Bryan's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So he's already goated. And then he had the neck injury. You got the world behind you. I shed a tear when he had to retire.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he came back, I was super hyped. Then he got the WWE Championship back. I was super hyped. Then he put Kofi over at WrestleMania. The way that he was put over, it's like, that was beautiful. So Brian Danielson will also always be a legend to me.
Good. No, I just thought you might have had something else. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, man.
I'm just trying to look at like where we've already done a draft, right?
Yes.
So the roster has been shuffled already.
Yeah.
So it's like
Not Will.
Huh?
Not Will either.
Not what? Do you think some of these draft picks? I mean, look at where again Ricochet is in the midst of this in this post-draft era, and he's just sitting mid-card. Like the Intercontinental title is tied up between 3 people: Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe he's a former IC champion. The US title, we already know. You can't put him in that program. That's tape.
That's LA Knight.
That's LA Knight and Logan Paul. That's them. Granted, yes, last year they had the match, kicked off SummerSlam, decent match, pretty decent match. You're Ricochet, you're just like, yo, this is my role in the company right now. And I think some people just don't want to be a role player.
Everyone's gonna always want to elevate. Like,
Yes.
that's
And
why
there's
you
nothing
do
wrong
the
with
thing.
that at all.
Yeah. So I'd say let him try. What's the AEW contract? 2-3 years, or TNA contract 1-2 years, right? New Japan 1-2. It seems you could break a New Japan contract like that. Like, I can sign and
You can break it via text, like, all right, this contract.
I've been meaning to tell you, I've been wrestling for New Japan for about 3 months now.
Oh, yeah.
They let me do no matches.
You just on the contract, you just on the payroll.
I have no wrestling experience. They just say, hey, man, go do your thing. I'm like,
I
appreciate it.
remember that promo where you just like made up Japanese. I was like, there's no way this is
Come on, man.
appropriate.
I don't even have to learn language. They just say, book your flight so we got proof that you were coming. And then I canceled the flight. Yeah. Virgin America.
Oh, the Pacific Airlines too.
Shout out to Vibey Woodchuck. Jay versus Otis versus Bronson Reed. Human barrel match.
That's insane.
Let me tell you something.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about this Jay or
course.
Jay? Oh, I thought he was talking about Jay Uso. New Japan would work for
That's the
him.
one
No,
where we did
That's
that.
That's brilliant. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then Brody Burton. Will 24 Clash of the Castle be better than
22.
Clash of the Castle 22?
Is Trick and Cody losing the aura now that they've won the title? Is the reaction still the same?
That's a good question.
Cody's over.
Yeah.
Cody needed this feud to happen with AJ the way that it's happening, because that's what was going to make his championship reign be like, okay, cool, we're entertained now. Them trying to break that after Backlash for him to go against Logan, it was like, this makes no sense other than the Saudis wanted to see that match. Now he's right on track. It's like we getting heated up Cody again. That's when Cody's at his best, when he's like, I want to fight, not just this, I had a dream. Like, it's not that. He's his best when he's mad.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Martin Luther Cody.
Martin Luther Cody, boy.
Cody Luther King.
Hey, man. But when we on SmackDown, AJ Styles' son, they showed a picture of AJ Styles' son because he just graduated. AJ Styles' son looked more like AJ Styles than AJ Styles, bro. That little boy is phenomenal. I was like, man, this looks like him in the past. Like, his mother had no input on his facial features whatsoever. Yeah. And everybody was cheering yay when they were like, hey, AJ's going to retire. Yeah, man, he's going out on top. His son was probably at the door with all this stuff packed. Like, yeah, my dad's coming back home. We're going to go to the ball game. And he was like, I'm not retiring. Everybody was like, yeah. And his son was like, but you said we was getting ice cream.
First off, wait, a high school graduate being like, well, what about my ice cream, Papa?
I was like, I'm worried about the high school graduate.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care how old you get. I'm in my 30s. My daddy ain't come around talking about, hey, man, let's get some ice cream. I'm there with bells on him. My daddy dead. You understand me?
I was about to say the same thing.
I was going to say the same thing.
Dad, oh, yeah, we all dead.
We're the dead dads.
Let me tell you something. Father's Day, I got plans. I'm kicking it. I ain't writing no cards, making no calls. Free, baby.
Could you imagine if our dads came back to bring his ice cream? I think that would be more mortifying. Like, hey, what do you want?
Oh, that's my dad. All right, let's go get some ice cream.
And you just so nonchalant about it, like, oh, that was a
Not only is my dad dead, he's cremated. So that means an urn had just popped up and knocked at the door. I'm like, how did you get out the house? That's my first question.
The ashes form my whole body.
Woo.
You're like, whoa.
Man, but that's, no matter what, bro, I can only imagine.
Just the image of our skeletal Ghostbusters looking ass dads all coming in here.
And I'm going.
Yeah, I would do it.
Well, right,
I'd be
we
like,
all just leave. We ain't got no comments about it. We just like,
None.
yeah, let's go have fun.
And I'm showing them off to my friends.
yeah.
Hey, y'all, this is my GoDaddy.
My dad.
And the jaw falls off.
Oh, you got a zombie.
You got a zombie daddy. I was hoping just a regular apparition of how he was.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
have
I'm
a
bringing
ghost
him back
dad. You'd
as
have
is.
an ash dad out of a zombie dad. Okay, cool.
Mark's daddy. Mark got to keep picking up his daddy jaw. Pop, stop talking.
Had your jaw. You can't eat the ice cream if your
Pop, stop
jaw
talking.
keep... You doing this for your dad?
To the point you don't even get a spoon no more. Let's wait. Let me let this melt a little bit. Give him a straw. Just sip on that.
That's wild, bro. This is a dark episode.
Yeah.
Battlegrounds tonight. Randy Constance. Thank you so much for
What
the
up,
super chat.
Randy?
Thank all you guys for the super chat. Thank you guys so much for the comments as well. All of you guys. What is that? I ain't got the right glasses on.
Battlegrounds tonight. Who y'all got?
No, the one at the bottom.
His dad pulled a reverse Thanos snap.
Just brings all the dads back.
What if everybody's dad came back and he still stands you up? You be like, man,
I gave you a second chance.
you still not gonna pick me up? Ah, man.
You still going to get them cigarettes?
with your grandma.
Dice game.
Dice game?
I still got to get my money from Gino and them. You're like,
Gino and Neil.
you only have a day, Dad. I got to get my 29.
Gotta.
That's how much he was like, what are you going to do with that? Don't worry about what I do with my money now.
What are you gonna do with that? You can't spend money in the afterlife.
With $29 on top of
Yeah.
it. That's a so
Gino
arbitrary
and
amount.
Yeah.
My 29.
Hey, man,
Bro.
Gino owned him. Oh,
I'm
boy.
starting to see cracks within Waller and Theory.
Oh, it's been there.
Love it.
You just starting to see it?
But who's going to be the face?
Theory.
Theory?
Do we believe Theory is a face?
Nope.
Yes.
I don't.
Let's hear it. Why no?
He's been so douchebaggy so much.
Uh-huh.
Even when Grayson Waller turns on him and we're supposed to pop, for me, he's been the perennial douche consistently.
Yeah.
Every time he's ever done anything, it's just like, I don't ever see a face out of this. There are some people you can see turn the face, and you're like, all right, this is gonna work.
You gotta cut
I just
that
haven't
beard.
been able to picture it.
Got to cut that beard.
All that's got to go.
Yeah.
That entrance gonna have to change. You can't just be
Yeah.
because it's the cocky A-Town down thing.
Right.
So all these things about him would have to change because he's been this way since coming in from NXT.
Right.
When he got to do WrestleMania, when they were in the Performance Center, all these different things. So yes, he's supposed to be the face of this turn when it happens. I don't know if I'm going to feel it.
Now, give me why you say yes.
Seeing him interact with fans, especially like kids with like special needs, stuff like that. He comes off he almost comes off better when he interacts as a baby face with fans, or even when like the fans are kind of like rib him a little bit about like, oh, aren't you a bag of, yeah, you know, I guess I'm a little bad, but I can be cool today, right? Like the way he plays off that energy,
Okay.
if they let him shift into that, and it have to be like full like, guys, we're gonna yum and get, I don't know why I said yum, but
Still thinking about dad taking him out to eat.
Yum, Dad. This is
Yum,
the best
yum.
ice cream ever.
that's when my dad's like, yeah, I gotta go get my money.
Go back to the afterlife. Oh, he wanted a lot.
He said, yum.
Yum. I came back for this.
My dad goes, pause. I'm like, wait, they have pause in the afterlife? What is going on?
Yum.
But he say pause. Did y'all fall back? Oh, pause. Oh.
But no, man, I think that that theory works as a babyface if you let him be that kind of cool dude who just wants to like show you he can work and show you he can do good stuff. Like him and Evolve, that's how he operated. I think he did a little bit of that in NXT, but like he also was able to play into that like himbo role with the way when he was like a dumb dude. So even if you let him just be like dumb a little bit, but like a dumb cool dude, like all right, we all remember that one guy from high school who you're like, man, this guy should be a jerk, but he's cool because he's stupid. So he like asks you to borrow your homework. Hey man, could you help me learn math? And you're like, that
Friends
was you,
with him to this day. Shout out to Anthony.
I just want to say Martin's Rogues Gallery of Villains.
Oh yeah,
It's another dude in that Rogues Gallery.
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
It is. You know it is.
No man, they were. I took remedial math with all the like the dumb cool kids. And they liked me because I was like, I got A's in remedial math. I was like smart at remedial math. So I got A's and all, like there was like this hot cheerleader girl who was like, hey, like you had it now. I was like, yeah, I know how to do division. And it was like I was like a senior. And so I would like help them out. And then like there was a kid who used to bully me, and then he liked me after that because I helped him. Yeah, man. So shout out to Algebra A squad, whatever school that was.
So your mom got you in remedial math?
She didn't get me in it. No, I was bad at math.
Oh,
Yeah. So I got myself into that. I earned that one. I was great at it. Was crazy. I took honors English classes and like remedial math classes. I was like really good at English. I took AP history, but I was in remedial math.
So he can.
I'm with you.
That boy can read. He knows his conjunctions, pronouns, everything.
Yeah.
He know how to put a sentence together.
Adjectives.
But ask him what 2 times 2 is. That
Oh, it's a
boy
rap.
is-
4.
So rap.
I just did it 4, bro. Come on, don't do that.
Come on, bro. Don't do
disrespect me. I
that.
just told you I made an A in it. What school were you in, Jay? The Chicago Institute of Thought? Come on.
Why'd you say it like that? That made it worse.
Why did you have a title for the school?
Hey, wait, but the thoughts? Like, what
Chicago
you-
School of Thought. That was great. Hey, boy. You on your way. You the next Lenny Bruce.
Thoughts?
Bro, question is, where was the title? Because we saw Cody all of SmackDown, and this is the second week in a row I ain't seen that title.
Hey, that title it's on the bus, bro.
I'm starting to see that title less and less than when Roma was here.
It's on the bus. It's on the bus.
I ain't on the bus. This is SmackDown. This is TV. I need to see that title every time.
No, why?
I've been riding with you for 2 years. I need to see that
Here's
title.
where we gonna bump heads heavily right now. Why do I need to see the title with Cody when all he want to do is beat dude's ass? That's all he want to do. He ain't got on no suit. He got on these jogging pants and his t-shirt. He ready to fight. Let's stop the show real quick. Shouts out to Ironside.
Woo!
So shouts out with a substantial donation, much appreciated.
Yo.
So mid card last week, you really thought I would pimp disabled chicks for half off? It's definitely double because they. Never mind, I almost forgot this is a family show with the stank walk.
Paralyzed pimping. Appreciate you, my guy. Also, shout out to Brody Burton. Solo out here.
Like the weekend Rikishi Batman 2000.
That's a fact. He definitely looks reminiscent of Rick.
He looked like his
Rikishi.
daddy a lot.
Yeah, man.
So I just want to make sure. But
Never been a fan of I Quit matches. Never been a fan of I Quit matches.
Okay.
They're very boring, and no one's found a way to make them interesting. For me, my least favorite matches, and I want to hear y'all tell me what your least favorite matches are. In order, top of my list is I Quit matches. 2, last man standing. 3, strap matches. 4, regular cage matches. 5, Hell in a Cell matches with wrestlers that aren't Hell in a Cell type wrestlers. You know what I mean?
They did like Rusev versus Roman Reigns. You're like,
Yeah, like
It's
Liv
hard.
Morgan and Becky should never have been in a cage. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't the Undertaker or Mankind. So my thing is, those are my matches of least like.
You
So
said
what is
you've
yours?
never seen a good I Quit match. Do you not remember The Rock Mick Foley?
That was, we were kids, bro. I'm talking about since
Okay.
the Attitude Era ended.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw a good I Quit match? Edge did one with
was it Cena?
no, it was right before he left this past time, and they were about to hit his wife. Rhea
Judgment
was about
Day.
to-
Finn Balor.
It was the
Yeah.
it was the
And he's like,
Judgment Day
I quit, and I'm like, this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not entertaining enough for me.
Real quick, let me finish this thought real quick.
Go ahead.
Cody's about ready to fight AJ.
Uh-huh.
He shouldn't have the belt on him. What should he? Should he be
All
standing
right,
up?
go back to when he had the suit on then. When he came out to support AJ.
Because it was literally, hey, I'm coming out to support you, brother. This is me. This is just Cody.
All right. If I
This
don't
is-
see that title on Friday.
This isn't the WWE champion.
Okay.
This is just Cody. Now, if the title don't come up on Friday, somebody stole it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Somebody stole it. And
Carl
wait
Anderson took it.
to give it to his hot Asian wife, as he
My
always does.
hot, sexy, beautiful wife. You're like, come on, man.
Here's the thing. Anytime some dude always tells you how sexy their girl is, you're like, that's all right.
I don't think we both agree on what sexy is.
Yeah.
Beauty is in the eye of the
hottest
beholder.
woman. You're like, let's okay. Have you've never seen pictures? If anyone, all right, that's fine. I'm happy for you though, man.
By
Good
hot
for
meaning
you.
her temperature, she got a fever because she is not
Sir.
beautiful. I haven't seen his wife. I'm just saying when guys
Oh.
do that whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Also, I've never been a guy to say how beautiful my woman is because I've always been afraid of any woman I've ever dated. I've always been afraid of like, yeah, my girl is beautiful. And then somebody be like, no, she ain't.
Yeah, and then you got to fight for her honor.
You gotta fight.
bro. That's what I deleted my Twitter because like I've seen so many people. If you make fun of like, man, this girl looks busted, and then they dig through like archives of photos, they find a picture of your girl and they just destroy her, and I'm like, I never want to fight that battle.
Yeah.
because I gotta fly somewhere and fight somebody.
Gotta
man.
fly.
You're
Yeah.
around here like the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back when they got the list of names and they go into everybody's house and talk shit, knocking on the door. Hey, are you Early Martin 662? And just start swinging on people like
That's
you know what?
funny.
You ain't never seen Jay and Silent Bob?
Never
At
seen
the
any
ve-
of them.
Oh my god, you seen that right at the
It was
very end?
like a long time ago.
Yeah, at the very end they go beating up people who was talking shit on the internet.
Have you ever seen Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie?
Yes, I have.
Have you seen it 10 times?
Yes.
Have you seen it 100 times?
No.
Exactly.
I don't know what point you were trying to prove this. Now. Why?
Because I felt bad I ain't seen Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh my god. I was looking for it. I was like,
You ever watched Lion King 367 times? 352. You didn't like it.
You wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
I didn't like the anime face you did at the end of that either. That was really upsetting. He said,
Oh, yeah, somebody just said it. To them, the last good REB Gold says the last good I Quit match, CT, was Roman and Jay.
That was good. I quit
Oh,
because
yeah.
Jimmy quit
Because
for
Jimmy
him.
do the same. He's like, come on, man. He's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Beat the dog piss. Thunderdome era, remember?
yeah, when Roman
Yeah.
was crying, he was like, and I feel like that's when we saw Roman really snap and become who he became.
We wouldn't have the tribal chief if it was not for the pandemic.
Yes. Agreed.
So,
Yeah.
all right, so here are my three for worst match types.
Okay.
Punjabi prison match.
Oh,
yes,
good
number
one.
one.
Yeah.
Number one.
It was so convoluted. You got to climb out the bamboo, and then you got to get through the other bamboo. Then you got to win, but you got to pin him. Then you got to get out the bamboo and get back in the bamboo, and then go out the last part of the bamboo. And then you got to talk to a bridge troll. And once you do that, you got to answer 3 riddles, and the 3 riddles will win you the match.
Yeah.
In specific order.
Yeah.
And it's non-title.
You do all that, and you're like, what did I win? Well, you got some candy.
You got
It's a W on your record.
And there weren't enough Indian wrestlers to do one.
Bro,
They
the
did it with
first one was
Khali.
Batista versus Undertaker versus the Big Show was the first
No,
Punjabi
what?
prison match.
I thought it was
Really?
Great Khali was in the first one.
Great Khali got sick, and they had to replace him with the Big Show.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot about that.
What does it say? I ain't got the right glasses on. And here's the thing. For everybody who's watching, I try my best whenever reading these comments because this camera, I think it's Martin's camera, be blocking me.
Shouts out to I think it's Jerome Emil says, how y'all keep talking about JD here but forget about the side profile that Gable bring?
Talking about who?
Chad Gable's side profile in his head.
Oh, he got a head like a shark.
Wow.
He got a shark head.
All right.
Every time he cut a promo, I'd be like, do, 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 do.
I'm finna
Do,
throw.
do, 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 do.
Also, am I the only one who just is look, there's certain things that keep dragging out. We already know Otis is gonna snap on him, right?
Yeah.
We just need this to what are we waiting to Clash at the Castle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you not build that to a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Or,
Okay.
or a special Raw? I like
Or a
that
special
they're letting stuff breathe. It
Yeah,
used
this
to
is
be,
true.
Bro, it used to be like in 98, everything would happen on
On that
one Raw.
Raw.
Yeah. From
Like,
beginning to end.
Yeah, like, did he just flip a truck and now he's they caught Road Dogg in a bear trap on a SmackDown randomly, and then he was just walking the next week. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Give him a week off, bro.
I loved Road Dogg, man. It wasn't until, because I rewatched a Royal Rumble, an old Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I just realized, because y'all told me about Billy Gunn not being able to cut promos, and after you said that, I looked and I realized that Road Dogg was just a glorified manager for Billy Gunn. Like, he was doing all the talking.
I mean,
Billy
but
never said anything.
He could work. He
could work great.
He didn't work a lot. But yeah, he was just, look, Billy, you don't need to talk. Just get him the mic. Let him
And
do it.
Road Dogg had that mic, boy.
Yeah.
That was I always say that's lightning. That was lightning in the bottle
Yeah.
for the WWE. Because you don't ever expect those two people thrown together
Right.
to give you arguably one of the greatest tag teams in pro wrestling history.
Not even a big argument. They are really one of the
they are.
greatest.
Real quick, shouts out to Eastside Review says TNA's King of the Mountain match is just terrible. It is the most reverse money.
King of the Mountain.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a reverse Money in the Bank ladder match.
Where you have to hang the title on, you have to climb the ladder and hang the title up to win the match, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. But it would be better if WWE had one like that, as opposed to the other company be like, let's not do Money in the Bank. Let's do I owe you some bread. They're like, that, come on, man.
I
I owe you some bread match.
I put Feaster Fired in that category, but sticking to WWE matches, match types, I'd say, like I said, Punjabi prison match, chairs match. I always hated like when they just are like with a bunch of chairs.
Yeah.
Because you still just got to pin me, but you're just using a chair to hit me.
Beat it up.
Yeah.
Chairs match, and then Brawl for All. I'd put that as my number.
Now, what
one
is the
worst.
Brawl for All?
So that was just that was basically like in 98 they had their version of like a boxing tournament that Bart Gunn won.
Oh,
But it was boxing, but you could also do takedowns and stuff like that. But they just let dudes sling on each other.
He wasn't supposed to win that, by the way.
Yeah, wasn't that the Butterbean thing and stuff like that?
Yeah, he ended up wrestling Butterbean in 99 at WrestleMania. Butterbean knocked him out in like 13 seconds. They're like, oh, well, that kills Bart Gunn's career.
Yeah. Haven't seen him since.
No.
Where is Bart Gunn now?
He went to Japan for a little bit, then he retired.
And then he got a car dealership probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them get car dealerships.
Speaking of pairings that you didn't see coming, Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax.
Yeah.
But it also goes what I said. Nia Jax needs a stable, and now they're building one.
Yeah,
I thought
Jax needs
Meacham was going to be there, but it was like that turned into some awkward spot immediately.
Poor Nia slipping when she tried to do the spot
she
with
slipping,
Meacham.
she falling, and she
Can't
cannot
get
get up.
Yeah, it took a while.
I was like, what was in the cup, Meacham? Syrup? Like, why was it so slippery on the ground?
She went Nia with whip, whip. It was like some cartoon stuff.
And then she just got to flip the table like, I'm like, can't say that one. You can't save that one, baby girl.
That's the thing that's happening. Here's I like the whole Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax thing, but I'm afraid my fear seeing that, and please tell me how y'all feel, we might go down that same path to the Alexa Bliss Nia Jax thing, where Tiffany starts to bully her.
Oh, and then she's face now.
Yes.
But that worked.
I mean, yeah, it made Nia an ultimate face.
Yeah. And that's what you needed, because I despise her. And that means she's doing great work. I think she works so much better as a heel, but as a heel, I'm a guy that loves a heel with a stable. I don't just like a person being a heel.
Mhm.
Like you need 2 or 3 people to cover your flank or to just be out there and help you win. That's why I loved Roman's reign so much. When Roman was a face, he got booed so much because he was being shoved down our throats, balls. But it was never a situation where he had the Usos with him. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: Who
Yeah.
else would you put with Nia? So you have Nia, Tiffany. Who else?
Nia, Tiffany, Michin would have been great because she needs something.
Yeah.
But Nia, Tiffany, I would bring in Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're on
Raw now.
They're on Raw. Yeah. Who else do we have on SmackDown?
Naomi, Shotzi,
Naomi, because it's family.
Yeah.
Naomi got to turn heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax. They could be a better version of BAD, which was with Sasha Banks, Naomi. Yeah.
Tamina is also on SmackDown. So
Tamina still has a contract?
Y'all told me she was retired 2 months ago.
I thought she was retired.
that she was in the game. All right. I think her lineage, she'll have a job for life.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't know what she, it would be like if we had a dude just sitting here in the corner. It would be like, what does that guy do? He's been here the whole time.
You remember he had his Sage Man? The dude that was just
the Sage Man.
Monogam. Yeah.
So shouts out to Shelton Jackson with the super chat says TNA had a reverse battle royal trying to get in the ring to qualify, then a regular battle royal to determine the winner. Horrible.
Too convoluted. But I want to say this about Bayley, man. Bayley is gorgeous. Bayley is
I feel like there's a butt coming.
No.
Okay.
I feel like with Bayley, when she's dressing the way that she's dressing now, and I've seen pictures of her online, and people be like, yeah, people be body shaming her. Don't let these people body shame or bully you, Bayley. All right. I love everything that you're doing. You are a curvy, beautiful woman, and I want you to dress for your shape. Like, show it off. You've been working hard, you deserve it. But you're not about to keep coming out here dressed like no substitute science teacher. That's number one. She came out on SmackDown dressed like Miss Frizzle. I say, are we going to the ring or are we about to go visit the large intestine? Here comes the magic school bus. Woo! Might have to cut that one out.
Nope. Keep that. I like remember last week when they gave us the greatest pose ever that he tried to give when she fell, when Piper attacked her from behind and Bayley dropped and she was bent over and the camera was there for a second. And somebody in the production truck was like, I think we need to cut cameras. Hurry up, switch the camera. Because that's one thing I will give the production. Remember in the Vince days, it was hypersexualized.
Yeah.
It was hypersexualized.
They used to pour milk on each other. Like, what's that got to even do with the match?
And then
nothing.
More so the camera angles.
Yeah.
Like they would be all in the girl's business and everything. Now it's like if it's a pose too long.
Jerry Lawler.
Puppies! Jerry.
Our babies.
That was always. I want y'all to go back. And this is for y'all too. Royal Rumble 2000. 2000?
Keep going. I'm just going to commentate as Jerry Lawler.
The whole time.
The women did a lingerie contest.
Lingerie?
In Royal Rumble 2000.
Pour me some cold water.
There was one young lady, I think it was Luna. Luna was like, no,
young for nothing.
I'm not going. And that's what let me see that the women were really like, we're not about this. And that was a Vince thing. And it was like, bro, she was like, no. And they just kept moving. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, crazy. I want to see her naked.
Okay.
Crazy naked. Oh.
Why did the voice went from Jerry Lawler
To Mickey Mouse?
Yeah. I was like, let me ask this question.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm so horny. You're like, yo, hey, man. They're like they're wrestling in a cage, bro. What are you doing? Blood. Where'd that come from? Like, yo, Jerry, chill. JR, he's so mad.
Chill out.
Jerry, could you not, please? Right now, my wife's watching. What's wrong with you, brother?
Where does the Wyatt 6 land? Where do the Wyatt 6 land?
They need to land somewhere fast. Because I'm getting tired of this
promos.
I'm tired of it, bro.
Didn't one QR code say they're coming on the 17th? What day is the 17th? A Monday?
Monday.
It's a Monday?
Yes.
Oh, good.
It didn't say the 17th. Everything was implied. It's like when people broke down, it's like June 17th is an important day.
What if they came out on Juneteenth and it's like an all black group, but we didn't know that? I'm just gonna leave.
Who would it be though?
All in black mask.
Oh,
The new Uncle Howdy mask is just black with black hair.
oh,
But
That is not what I said.
But it's still Bo Dallas's bottom face.
That is not what I said at all.
yeah, it's
That's-
a different.
Yeah,
that's a
but
different
you made
situation.
it racist. I just said a Juneteenth black group. They're just happy to be black. I don't know. You added so much more to
I
it.
did. I had it layered.
LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry, LA Knight, Logan Paul. I'm an LA Knight guy, but Logan Paul cooked with that promo,
Yeah.
bro. He cooked.
Yeah.
Even though he did multiple takes. I know that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
He cooked in that promo, man. But why are they doing this now? Are they going to have a back-to-back match? Because they can't be doing a build-up for SummerSlam now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because SummerSlam is what the next show after.
No,
Yeah.
it's after Clash is Money in the Bank, then it's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an easy setup.
You let them talk. I think don't even let them see each other for another month.
Okay.
Or no, they're supposed to. No, LA Knight said he's going to do something to Logan Paul.
He's gonna go to Logan Paul's thing.
Yeah.
And then you just let them cook for another month, just because both of them can talk.
Mhm.
So you don't have to do Matt. You could have Logan Paul's keep screwing LA Knight in situations as well.
That's a great pause.
Perfect timing.
That was beautiful.
But also remember, we're talking SummerSlam now being number 2 for real, like WrestleMania 2.
Yes, but you're talking about the big move of there being 2 nights, but that's not
Well,
going to
no.
happen
I'm
until
not talking about the 2-night move. I'm talking about the
25 or 26?
26.
Okay.
But even still, they're still building up SummerSlam now like it's WrestleMania. Remember, every SummerSlam hopefully is in like football stadiums.
Right.
So they want this same feel. So you build up this big mega match for you in Cleveland. Logan Paul's from Cleveland.
Right.
You build this up. We know it's coming, but you just keep building it up. Maybe somehow, some way, Logan screws LA Knight out of Money in the Bank. That's the official moment.
That.
That's the official moment that sets it up. So now we know what that is. Carmelo Hayes, he's in the right place.
He's killing it right now.
Yeah.
I
If
love
he
it.
got the Money in the Bank, I wouldn't be mad.
Him being a little cocky dude, like, hey man, remember #1 draft pick, boy, I'll beat your ass. Still #1 draft pick.
Yeah,
like,
way better than when he was a baby face popping up on SmackDown.
yes.
He's not a likable person, and that's why he cannot be a babyface.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the man comes out. His Tron says him.
Him.
Yeah.
Like I think it's
He's him until Trick Williams get called up.
Trick Williams don't have the moveset though. I think
You don't think so?
I think if you added 3 or 4 more moves for Trick or just something, I've always said too, if he got somebody in the corner was like, whoop that Trick, like got the crowd doing like, whoop that Trick, and then like the refs counting, hey, 1, 2, he backs off, whoop that just be something to add to
Yeah,
I like that.
I like
character.
that.
And like he talks about his boxing background, lean into that. Give me some more like punches, some more strikes, something outside of, because right now the only move I can say he has is like the Trick knee.
Yeah, that's the finisher, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's what I think should happen. I think you need to DM and pitch this to this dude. Because you'd be surprised, especially, first of all, the best time to get these wrestlers is when they in NXT. Because when they get called up, boy, you ain't getting red. You understand me?
You're not getting red at all.
You're not getting red at all.
No.
Hit them now and pitch them that. Also, I want to pitch, I don't know who I want to use it. Either Tez or Trick. I want somebody to use the Booker T scissor kick as a finisher.
Oh, it's got to be Tez.
Yeah.
Tez would murder, he would murder that, bro.
Because Tez is going to jump so high with it naturally. Where it's going, you already know what it is, but you're going to be like, yo, he going to jump with the scissor kick and then maybe still go for the splash afterwards.
Yeah.
It'd be the combination with him doing it would be amazing.
Bro, I'm a Montez guy. Go ahead.
I'm going to switch it up. I think I would tell both of them study 1998, the 2000 Booker T tapes. I would give Trick I'd give him the scissor kick because he has longer legs. And I give Montez
The
the
bookend?
Harlem Hangover, where he does the flip leg drop.
That, looking at Booker T, he's hurt his leg. I wouldn't give him the Harlem Hangover. I would give him the Harlem side kick
Okay.
because he's got long legs.
Yeah. But I think Trick is already doing kind of a version of that.
He's doing the Harlem side kick?
He's doing that.
Why did... Why did you bend your spine like that? Half of it was Walter Emmanuel Jones, Black Ranger, and the other half was I want to sex you up.
Color me back. It went color me back. Ooh.
What was that, Martin? Mandela? Whew.
Ooh, Charlie.
Whew.
Okay.
Also, shout out to Solo having a match. His
Yeah.
first TV match in 3 months.
He might have. So I'm wondering if they were nursing the injury.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You know, and this way you can use Tama and Tonga to play
Yeah.
around it. All he has to do is just yell. And that's another thing about the Samoa Spike now. It's weird watching the dude have full promos
Yeah.
and then go be this bad and just you got a thumb, bro. Like, because when Umaga did it, it was just the whole character, everything about Umaga was like, this Samoan Spike is devastating.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa, when he first started, this Samoan Spike is devastating. Solo Sikoa with a Steve Harvey suit, this Samoan Spike is
Oh, man.
What?
Yeah.
Have you been hitting the throat before?
Yes.
All right, see, so yeah, man, I think any thumb to your throat, like that's a crazy. Whoever came up with that already is insane. Like, to be like, what if I just thumb your throat?
Just thumb
That's
with a
a-
throat.
Pause. But yeah, man, like especially if it's taped up, spiked, all that.
You turned it into a literal spike.
Yeah.
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 Our DIY, your future WWE tag
I'll
team
beat your ass. But I do love. Woo! Yo. No, sir.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo.
Johnny Gargano gave me faith in him though.
Yeah.
Like that match
Yeah.
was a great match.
That tornado pile driver, bro.
Oh, my
You've
God.
never seen that before.
Yeah.
I had to rewatch it again. I was watching the clip and I was like, wait. And I went on Twitter to look at it again. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
So here's the question then: Who would be? Because they clearly are setting up Theory versus Waller at some point or breaking them up.
That's
Right.
how you got to get the belts off
But
of.
who do you? If not DIY, who would be your next team? to
Say it,
take-
CT.
You know it's gonna be the Profits.
It's the Profits.
But that's why I was so glad that they got the DQ loss and that they're getting elevated towards main event as opposed to being mid card.
Mm.
Because the Profits are too talented to be overlooked now. However, whoever takes the titles off of Grayson and Theory, who are our other SmackDown heel teams? Are they gonna do that? Like they teased it with
Angel and Umberto.
Yes, boy. Give me Pretty Deadly.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Pretty Deadly.
We ain't seen them in a minute.
They still there. Pretty Deadly. Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, Bloodline.
The Bloodline. Because
you're
eventually
right.
Tama and Tonga are going to get them belts.
Yeah, they're gonna be tag teams. for
Yeah,
sure.
so it's like I would love for them just to be called Gorillas of Destiny somehow, some way. Just sneak that in there somewhere.
What if that's the move? What if the move is to get the titles off of Theory and Waller to put them on the Street Profits to the already working program
between the two?
between the Bloodline and the Profits?
And that's a
That makes
SummerSlam
sense.
match.
That is a
That
SummerSlam
is
And
match.
that's a SummerSlam match.
Yeah.
Because now it's the four of them straight up, but they just had the match, but they had the match last week, right?
Yeah.
But now it's the tag titles involved.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like you brought up earlier. The program has been cooking.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Or do they cut the middleman out and just do a triple threat
Tag.
with Austin Theory and Waller, Bloodline, and Profits, and then the Bloodline just wins it there?
Mm.
I want longer storytelling, so I would love to see the Profits take the tag titles off of Austin and Waller at SummerSlam, but I wouldn't mind them taking it off at Money in the Bank.
I agree with you. I think we would see a DIY thing because Triple H is so high on them.
He is high on them.
Yeah.
He's so high. So no matter what
High as a
happens,
kite.
you know, on that narcotic high.
Yeah, on that narcotic.
Like no matter what, it wouldn't be a triple threat, it'd be a 4-way
Right.
because they're gonna be involved in it.
Let me ask you guys this real quick.
Please.
With Lashley being injured, do you think that has helped the Profits as we did just see them in the main
Yes.
event?
Yes,
with
it
KO?
has.
They never needed Lashley.
Mhm.
Lashley, in my mind, held them back a bit because Lashley was also fledging. Like he was just floundering because this is a former WWE champion and they had not had him in a main event scene because the main event scene was so clouded between Roman and Cody. Now that Bobby is like off the shelf a little bit, when he comes back, he's a great foe for Cody Rhodes. But at the same time, Tez and Dawkins are incredible. They don't need a higher leader. They just need the spotlight.
Yeah.
They've only ever needed that.
It's helped B-Fab a lot too.
Has it though? Because she's just been getting more TV time.
What was B-Fab gonna do without them?
We got to get out of here, guys.
The best of our future endeavors.
We gotta wrap this thing.
They
on
put
up.
Ashanti the Adonis in a tag team, and we have not seen this man since
Cedric
he was
Alexander.
He's like, you should wear this jacket. And we ain't seen him since. He was like,
We don't even know if he got a jacket.
They said to be continued. We still continuing.
Yeah, and I'm not mad if they don't pick it up.
Yeah.
Nope.
What?
No, that was it. So CT, tell the people what you got coming up.
No. So shout out to Martin Mandela Morrow. Martin has been using baby oil lately, which is great.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. However,
After thanks to CT. CT is the one who put me on a coconut oil.
I appreciate that. And I wanted to dive into why weren't you an oil guy before?
Because I'm from Alabama. We're a lotion family. So we would use, we'd use lotion.
What kind of lotions were you using, brother?
What's the coconut lotion? Not the cocoa butter lotion. Like the lotion that they flavor it with cocoa butter. And then I was using was it Vicks? Not Vicks.
Lucerne? You using Vicks. You were definitely using the wrong thing. You fighting cold.
Why does Martin always smell sick?
Boy, chest is breaking up all kinds of mucus. Here's my thing. Always been an oil guy because, we brown, bro. When you brown, and I'm talking about but we're black people, but I'm talking about you got that dark brown skin, you got to have that oil because that lotion is going to be water and dry up and evaporate immediately. So the oil is the game. But the fact that you come from a lotion family is wild.
Yeah, we used to have the big bottles.
Son, I want to pass you down this lotion that was passed to me from my father from his father, his family.
Generational lotion, boy.
My mom, when I was the one that came in the brown bottle, you know what I'm talking about?
The lotion?
Yeah, the lotion in the brown bottle.
Vaseline lotion?
No,
that's not Vaseline.
No, because they have a cocoa butter in a brown bottle.
No, what you're talking about. It ain't Vaseline, though, I don't think.
My mom used to slather my face as a little boy with Vaseline when I went to school. She was like, you got to fight the elements. Shiny. Boy. What's crazy is my mom used to call me a grease monkey when I was a little boy. I was like, oh,
what?
Cool. And then I got older and I was like, I don't think she should have called me.
That was racist.
Grease bucket, boy. But yeah, hey man, oil saves lives, bro.
Yeah.
What do I have coming up? I have coming up more before the bell pushing. Now, this is what I need from you guys. You guys have been doing everything that we've asked, and I'm so grateful for it. You've been leaving comments on the actual video when it drops on Monday. You have been sharing it. You've been liking it. You've been engaging on Instagram. Now, this is something special that I need from you guys. On Facebook, go comment and share the reels and the posts just so we get even more eyes on it, guys. We're trying to grow this every single place we can so we can do even more fun things. Please do that for us. Thank you so much for the super chats. So grateful. Jay Washington, what's coming up?
Just a bunch of random shows throughout the Los Angeles area as of now. I'll be in DC next month. I'm waiting for the official announcement for that, but if you're in the DC area, I'll let you know fully what that's going on. Mr. J Washington, Instagram and TikTok. That's just how it is. Do that.
Nice. Martin M. Morrow.
Hey, at Martin M. Morrow on all social media platforms. Just follow before the bell. Like, don't worry about what I'm doing, all right? Just
Hey, I shout out to your commercial, man. That the mattress
firm.
Bro, I rewatched that commercial last night. You are brilliant.
Thank you, man.
Man. Oh, eating the guacamole. And then he's like, yo, you're disgusting. How do you sleep at night? On Mattress Firm. And then walked away?
Yeah.
You know what I said when I watched that commercial? You on your way. You the next Lenny Bruce. We out, man. It's time to do the after show. If you're a member of the Patreon, you got something special coming. If you're not a member, become a member so you can see what special we got going on.
Yep.
Patreon.com/Before the Bell podcast.